What's up, guys? My name is Mad Squash 924. Welcome back to another episode of Control. This is now the DLC. We're going to the DLC of Control, and hopefully it is pretty fun, I hope. If it's not, well then it'd be kind of disappointing, wouldn't it? But I imagine it'd be good. Don't know what it entails. I know the other DLC, the Foundation, which I believe was the Alan Wake
this
DLC.
Was an emergency.
Unless I'm wrong, and it wasn't a DLC at all, which is possible, I suppose. I mean, I'm doing this blind, too, so I don't exactly know. I do know this is Control Ultimate Edition, therefore, if there was any DLC, we would have it.
Looks like no one's been down here in a while.
And we are rocking the director uniform, since we are now the official director in Control. That's unusual. So, what kind of object of power lays dormant here? Or prevalent?
These crystals are kind of pretty. Emily would be having a field day down here.
Oh, Pope? Yeah, probably.
My life's been a strange one. Certainly stranger than I'd like. But this place, it's something else. The floors crawl, the walls slither, it's a shifting pit. On the street, it's just another drab building standing there for anyone to see. But no one does. How do we miss it? Northmore. Acting director Northmore now is on a train from Washington. He'll expect answers, which is why I'm making these tapes. They're evidence that I'm at least trying to understand. Father searched his entire life for something like this, and we find it 1 week after he's buried. He always hated irony. Of course, Father, the great director Ash, would have been the first man in. And look at me. His bookworm son, the supposed head of research who can't stop his legs from shaking long enough to step over the threshold.
Huh.
Certainly
Weird.
stranger than
A deep cavern. I'm sure it is. Research Site Delta. Yeah, I don't know what to expect here.
I only heard
Oh,
of
it's
the
her,
Foundation when
Marshall.
I became head of operations. The very
It's been a while since we've seen her.
House, director access only. Just the name alone is classified. Zachariah gave me a tour the day I was promoted. Said I should see it for myself, to understand. After that, I snuck down on my own from time to time to keep tabs on the place, and on them. But nothing ever changed down there. Not even the walls. It's solid, permanent, different from the rest of the house. Of course, they were always watching me. I never stayed long. I'm not stupid. I have to stop the Hiss from finding this place. I'm the only one who can.
And what happens if the Hiss finds this place?
Bottom of the oldest house. Stop the Hiss.
Marshall? How was she on the hotline? Unless
I don't know, but she is.
she's dead. Jesus. She seemed
I hope
like the
not.
kind of woman who could survive anything.
I mean, we haven't seen her in a while, but does that really mean she's dead? What in the hell am I looking at? Oh, it's just Hiss. So yeah, the Hiss are here. That's not good. Yeah. Apparently so. Jesse had the same thought that I did. Shit, this place is big. Guess we'll go this way. Shatter projectile boost. That's great, except we are now full on weapon modifications. Let's get rid of some of this shit, shall we? What's this? Weapon damage after kills, 100%. Like 100% more, or it just happens 100% of the time? Little unclear. Yes, we're getting rid of all the Fords as well. Fives and up, please. Accuracy. I mean, it's good. Moving on. Yeah, I don't know what to expect from this place at all. This place is freaking massive, though. It's a humongous cavern. And bits of it are bright and others are not. Right. Launch health recovery. Can we actually fix something up? So we can. The charge. Nice. Alright, so this is blocked off currently. And I can't get that off. Weird. You know what this place feels like? Like all this red sand stuff in this cave and crap. It feels like the mines of Kessel a little bit. Anyone else get that impression? No, just me? Alright. You could also say it's that other planet from episode 8 in Star Wars. Can't remember what it's called because, you know, that movie's bad. Unless you like The Last Jedi. Who am I to say what you can and can't like? In my opinion, it's bad. What the fuck? No? No, 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 no. Those little bitches instant transmission. What the shit? You gotta stop all that business. I hate that. They're crazy. Hiss sharpened. Holy shit. Don't like those guys. The Hiss sharpened agents display the para-utilitarian ability to rapidly move short distances. This ability is unique in the fact that it's not associated with any known object of power. However, we should not discount the possibility that this ability is an object variation. For example, Abrupt Physical Relocation, APR, could potentially be a variant of the jukebox's effect. Other explanations of the Hiss's sharpened ability currently include momentary time manipulation, a brief increase in physical speed, and inhibiting the witness's sense of sight. If we do accept that the Hiss sharpened ability is not connected to a known object of power, then the Hiss are either manifesting unique paranatural abilities, or there are objects in the house that we aren't aware of. Either way, the Hiss are continuing to develop new strains of corruption, and that is the cause for concern. Refer to file redacted for full report. Yeah, I'd say so. Those guys move like they do. I've never seen a guy move that fast. Leave it down in the comment section below if you know what that means. Only some of you will know. Hello, what do we have here? Relocation order. Tom, you missed the good news. I'm sure the official memo will go out soon, but Northmore called in all hands at the crossroads to announce we're finally moving out of this hellhole and up into the house proper. Bureau Brass apparently solved the moving malls problem, or at least figured out a way to pinpoint where and when they happen. All I know is going up means goodbye darkness, goodbye weird lunches with that ex-Nazi scientist, and goodbye pissing into the pit. I know that was you, Barry. Northmore is ordering the Foundation sealed as soon as we can, haul our stuff out, and somehow convince Ash to come with us. He's the only one kicking up a fuss. This is long overdue. We've lost 11 men and damn near $10,000 in supplies moving between the entrance and the Foundation. And for what? Research? Ash is batty if he thinks we want to stay here and sift through more sand for him. It's just rusted iron flakes anyway. Did you know that? We were breathing that shit in. Well, we know what the red sand is. Excuse me? Beware of dangerous toxic geysers. Yeah, you don't say. Great. Anything over here? No. Man, that's some nonsense. Man, the oldest house is really letting this place go. Foundation accident. Mr. Wilder, I have some bad news. You remember that Robert Ricardo fella we brought in as a special consultant to map that lower caves? Well, today he found a chamber with weird eyes covering every inch of the walls, and a strange black pillar in the center. Kinda looks like the one at the crossroads, but smaller. We had a bureau member shadowing him, but whatever happened in there did a number on our guest. The doctor's taking a look, but it's pretty clear Mr. Adventure's exploring days are over. I know we were careful to limit this guy's exposure to the non-ordinary. Drugging him and carrying him through the upper floor was a real hoot, by the way. But we really need to reevaluate our policies on external contractors. Honestly, we'd be better off forming a special division trained in repelling and orienting than subjecting more outsiders to the shit we deal with. They almost always end up dead. Or loony. Marcus. So they also hire randos here. Good to know. Dodge efficiency. Is that something we want? Not sure. You know, once in a while you just gotta clean up the garbage, you know? Can't get anything in spin. We're not using charge currently. Are we? Hold on. Oh, we are using charge. Oh, sick. I didn't even realize it was the same one. Stupid me. What am I, dumb? Alright, what goes on in
cutting into our dimension. What if this happens in the upper floors? It'll destroy the bureau.
Well, then that'd be bad, wouldn't it? Good luck getting me, freak. I'm not going over there. There we go. Astral copy. Field research on astral entity, astral copy confidential. With the astral plane now physically accessible, a torrent of new information has been collected on the entities known as astral copies. The copies' bodies are composed of a dense stone-like material that is both resilient under controlled circumstances and brittle when struck with significant force. See report 8-11-1633 for full composition analysis. Whether the astral copies possess individual consciousness or are directed by a higher intelligence such as the board remains unknown. However, their shared aggression seems to indicate a unified goal. Director Faden's encounters with these entities when binding objects of power in the astral plane indicate they serve as live targets for potential para-utilitarians to practice on. Some have been equipped with Bureau weaponry, though it seems unlikely they were armed by our personnel. It is important to note that they appear immune to Hiss corruption. Refer to file redacted for full report. So they're not Hiss. That's interesting. Explosive ammo refund? Alright, which way do we go from here? We go up there? No, there's no possible way to get there. Currently, anyway.
I wish I'd brought Emily with me. I could really use my head of research right about now.
You'll be alright. What's the worst that'll happen?
Marshall?
You'll die?
Marshall! You're alive!
Well, she's fine.
Wait! It's Jesse!
Damn, she has a hard head.
The director!
I don't think Marshall gives a shit, Jesse. Just saying. Holy shit, this place is big.
Whoa.
Look at this.
This place is huge.
Yep,
Marshall?
sure is.
Can you hear me? She was on the hotline, so that person couldn't have been Marshall, right? One problem
Well,
at a time. Let's see what's
here's
going
the
on
thing.
with that pillar first.
Theoretically, if they copy people, couldn't have it copied Marshall as well? Those entities we just were assaulting? Makes sense to me. Foundation pillar. The pillar found in the crossroads is best described as an onyx spike that protrudes from the cave floor like an imposing stalagmite. Despite its aggressive silhouette, the structure has an undeniable allure. Froude would certainly have something to say about the pillar's overly erect nature, but I'm more drawn to Wetmore's essay on dynamic layers, structures within structures, the fractal mirror in every being. Given its significant location, I believe the pillar is either the very heart of the oldest house or an intrusion within that heart. Or perhaps it's like the husk of a seed from which the oldest house sprouted. Trottier wrote that great architecture isn't built, it grows. But then, why does the pillar look so different from the rest of this place's concrete walls and rocky caverns? It's easier to see it is as an anomaly, a buried artifact, a foreign body, a demonic phallus. I wonder if this pillar is any more welcome here than we are. Who's to say? Touch Revere to enter. Okay. Repair the nail link to prevent astral consumption, collision. This is the director's duty. Plot. Authorized for a single new tool. Upgrade. Use it to save the Foundation. Us. Bureau. We're getting a new ability? Left, south, or right weapon. Only one is permitted. Which will you choose?
So I can
Become.
only choose one? I thought I was done with these tests.
So we get a new ability, however, we don't know what it is. Oh, I can make like walls, or... Or I can just destroy those outright. I think Fracture is probably better than making walls, don't you? Because there is a couple of sections that we only can do through wall manipulation, probably. Oh man, I see the pros of both of these, unfortunately. Let's get this one. We are adjusting. Upgrading the service weapon gift. Okay. Let's test it out. Minerals, roots, barnacles grow across the foundation. Use the new ammo casing to demolish. Weed whack. First director to receive to earn this. You should feel honored. Handled. Yeah, that's great and all, but now where do I go? Ah, this way. Certain crystal formations regrow after destruction. Good to know. So I think grabbing this is probably the better option. That way we don't have to like really mess around with a lot of weird platforming shit, you know? Of course, if we run out of ammunition. Dismantle, loosen the 4 locks, keys, MacGuffin. Located in the fringe, nowhere in the astral plane, astral bleeding collision has spread. Lost them. Do this and nail will be repaired. Glue, crisis averted. P.S. Bonus round. Hiss are present in Foundation. Yeah, of course they are. Trespassing. Snooping is forbidden. Ooh. Oh, that's not good. How does one get up? I might have fucked up. Nice. Good thing we can come back. Interesting. Lure enemies onto crystal walkways and destroy the crystal. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that makes sense. Well, we'll just wait here for him to show up. Or not. Whatever. Can't be bothered. Cool.
Okay, let's review.
Oh, we just got some stuff. Locks, keys, keep, socket, us here, trapped, hooked, hidden, fed. They are old, young, extra life. With the director's help, situation information is subject to change. Assets. New asset? Wow, jukebox tokens. Worthless.
This broken pillar is called the Nail. It was broken by something, and now the astral plane is bleeding into the Foundation, which will destroy the oldest house, the Bureau, and everyone inside. I need to find...
That is correct. Let's see, can we get an upgrade? Yes.
And for locks or keys or whatever to stop that from happening. But I'm the director. I've handled worse.
You are.
This should be simple. Ish. You with me?
Sorta. Sounds like a lot of puzzle bullshit that we're gonna have to do.
It's been 5 days since we first entered the building. Traversing the interior is dangerous due to the shifting, but we did manage to find a lower cavern that seems structurally predictable, which is a scientific way of saying its walls won't crush us in our sleep. Northmore even made a discovery. A pistol placed on a stone pedestal in front of that strange ebony pillar. Seems like something out of a storybook, except the heroes usually find swords, not handguns. But it is the perfect lure for someone like him. Hours after finding this weapon, Northmore cornered me to spout some nonsense about how the board had made him the director. He ran it about the title being meaningless before now, calling Father and all other previous directors shams, frauds, and worse. I think this place is worse for Northmore than it is for me. Strangest thing? There was no pedestal in front of that pillar a day ago. This building has swallowed a dozen of my men, and now it's handing out presents? Is it playing some sort of game? If it is, we're most certainly losing. Oh, we don't even know the rules.
Yeah. Definitely. It's okay, so we gotta reach research site game and reach the canyon rim. Okay, so we got a couple of objectives, but I do think this is a good spot for us to end today's episode of Control. Hope you guys all enjoyed today's episode. If you guys have, make sure you guys have a like, leave a comment. Tell me what you think of today's episode, of course. And if you're new to my channel or have been watching me for a little while and you haven't done so, feel free to subscribe to me, MadSquash924, over on YouTube, where I'm right there. And don't forget to ring the bell to get notified for when a new episode of Control comes out. On the next episode, you see what we have to do on the upper left. We'll get that done, I hope. And I'll see you then. Bye-bye.